2021 is coming to a close, and in this video we are going to cover the 11 largest unicorns yet to hit the public markets. A number of these companies could be considering an IPO in 2022, and the 3 largest all have a legitimate chance to be the biggest IPO of all time. Coming in at number 11 is one of my personal favorites, FTX. The cryptocurrency platform is also the youngest of the 11 companies on this list, having been founded in just 2019. Sam Bankman-Fried, the billionaire under 30 founder of the company, is already on his 3rd successful startup and has been able to raise capital from the likes of Sequoia, SoftBank, Stevie Cohen, and Paul Tudor Jones. They've built a platform that is highly competitive with the other crypto giants Coinbase and Binance for transaction fees, and have become one of the most reliable brokerages for large institutional investors. With a $25 billion valuation in private markets just 2 years after their founding, they are on one of the steepest ascents of any company on this list. Coming in at number 10 is Chime. Chime is one of the vanguard neobanks and has earned a $25 billion valuation in their last round of funding. 2021 saw Nubank, Brazil's neobank startup, hit the public markets and perform relatively strongly relative to some of the legacy banks out there. Chime's fee-free mobile banking solution has been on the market since 2013. They have amassed hundreds of thousands of customers and could contribute to the fintech frenzy that has gripped IPO markets for over a year. Coming in at number 9 is Epic Games. The oldest company on the list has origins dating all the way back to 1992. That's when Tim Sweeney initially started his software company, and he has been building gaming software and solutions for nearly 3 decades. He's a believer in the metaverse and has ridden his company's underlying infrastructure called Unreal Engine to all sorts of success in esports, Hollywood, and motion graphics. Their most famous example is Fortnite, a title which took gaming by storm in 2019 and carried on through the pandemic. They also just fought a vicious lawsuit with Apple that should not detract from their $28 billion valuation in private markets from investors like Tencent. Coming in at number 8 with a $33 billion valuation is Revolut. The British fintech startup, much like Robinhood, offers fee-free trading of cryptocurrencies and stocks. They've also been plagued by similar outages during particularly wild speculative frenzies. In addition to helping all sorts of retailers trade, they've also added features similar to Cash App and Venmo that allow for peer-to-peer payments. Number 7 is Databricks. With a $38 billion valuation, they are an enterprise software company that helps all sorts of firms better leverage data science and machine learning in everything that they do. With Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, and Amazon AWS integrations, their platform is one of the core pieces of technology that are allowing large brands and companies to modernize. Not too shabby for a little technology team that came out of the AMP lab at Cal Berkeley. Number 6 is Instacart. The food and grocery delivery platform has earned a $39 billion valuation in private markets and has extended their service to groceries in more than 5,500 cities across North America. Their business is one that is reliant on scale, and although they've partnered with some of the largest brands like Walmart in the past, their real value add is for the 2nd and 3rd tier grocery chains that do not have the capital nor the technology prowess to build out their own grocery delivery platform. Coming in at number 5 is Canva. With a $40 billion valuation from their most recent private funding, the Australian graphic design software company is making design and photo editing capabilities more accessible to everyone. They are a favorite of marketing departments, large and small, and are giving older, more complex, established firms like Adobe something to worry about. Number 4 is Klarna. With a $45 billion valuation, they are the vanguard of the buy now, pay later rise. The Swedish fintech was founded back in 2005, and although a firm went public in 2021, Klarna has a larger client base, processes more volume of transactions, and has a longer track record in the industry. The buy now, pay later movement in general has caught the attention of platforms like Amazon and is seen as an alternative to the enormous credit card market. These next 3 are so much bigger than the first 8. Coming in at number 3 is Stripe. With a $95 billion valuation in their last round of private funding, the Collison brothers are leading a payment processing company into the future and expanding the GDP of the internet. Just as WordPress is powering a shockingly large percentage of the websites that you interface with on a daily basis, Stripe is powering the payment processing features that you have likely interfaced with in some website very recently. By making payments on the internet secure, fast, reliable, and low fee, the capacity for e-commerce to grow, software sales to be easier, and a whole lot more commerce on the web a reality. Coming in at number 2 is the second most famous company of Elon Musk, SpaceX. SpaceX has redefined the cutting edge of flight via the development of reusable rockets, drastically reducing the costs associated with launching humans, satellites, and other cargo into space. It's earned them contracts with some of the biggest governments on the planet and funded the development of even more advanced rockets like the Falcon 9. Elon says that his goal is to get to Mars by 2032. Not him personally, he's going to send someone else there first. And with a $100 billion valuation in private markets, it wouldn't be surprising if he at least has the capital to make that happen. And finally, number 1 is Bytedance. Bytedance earned a $140 billion valuation in their last round of private funding on the back of 3 dominant tech products. The first you may be most familiar with is TikTok, an app that has exploded in popularity over the last 2 years and normalized the consumption of short-form vertical video on mobile devices in the billions. They also own a clone of that service focused on the Chinese market called Douyin, and they have one of the top news apps in China called Taoxiao. The company was founded in 2012, and in 2021, Cloudflare has reported that TikTok got more internet traffic than Google. When any of these companies decide to go public, we will break down that news, their balance sheet, and a whole lot more on this channel. So hit the subscribe button. We drop new videos just like this every single week.